No! Okay. It looks like I can't have Spotify playing. How does it even know that I have how does Discord know that I have Spotify playing? Like the music's not even going through the speakers. It's taking audio from what? Like it shouldn't know what my Spotify is playing. But if it fails again, then I need to do the other thing. Or I could just do it now. Give me a moment. Where is... Oops. I apologize to anyone's ears who heard that fall. Humpty Dumpty settled wall. Humpty Dumpty had a great fall. I need to eject a thumb drive so it doesn't overheat. It seems like it's ejected. Okay, fine. Key. It's a dumb solution, but if it works, then it works. Actually, we could just go for a while as it is, and then if this audio setting still causes the Spotify to stop, then I'll switch over to the dumber solution. But yes, hello people, if anyone is there. Today we make bison. A flying bison. Ta-da! Just move my mouse out of the way. And where are the colors? What are the colors? Okay, so for the paws and the nose, I'll need dark gray, which I am running out of and will not have replacements for. So this flying bison will be one of those things that I cannot reproduce exactly again if anything happens to it. Just saying, you know, bison, if you're there. Did I put them? Okay, no, I think they are in the drawer. Ah yes, the dark grey. I have exactly this much, which is enough to make it. I need grey. or yellowish gray, I guess, for the face. I need white and black for the eyes. Where did I put the yellowish gray? That's a lot of those. Okay, there they are. I have to sort these. I don't know if... Hello, White Rain! How are you, White Rain? Are these? They're not. Okay. I will need to sift through this for... like, pick out any ones that don't look like they're yellow and grey. What else? What is the color of Appa's fur? Is it beige or is it cream? It's a very important question. About to go make some dinners. How are you doing, buddy? I am... It's a great question, White Rain. I am not great because I've recently come to the conclusion that I made multiple big mistakes in my life last year. And the main one was coming back to Singapore to work. So I am not great, and now I'm aggressively saving my income so that I can afford a master's course in Australia next year. Which is like it's where were you before Singapore? I was studying in Australia. I was doing my honours course in Australia. A master's in what? Okay, so if it's something related, I would probably take a master's in cybersecurity, because I know that the computer science courses, like I already did a computer science bachelor's, and my computer science bachelor's is just, people say that you can use a computer science bachelor's to get a job, and that's all you can do with it, because once you bring it into the company, they expect you to behave like or the experience I've had in the past year is that I'm expected to not solve problems as a computer scientist. I'm expected to solve them as a software developer. I have a long time plan that I'll do one day before I die. Masters in AI. In an overseas country. Okay, no. So the thing is, White Rain, the reason why I'm saving to do a master's is just for the fucking student visa in Australia, because I can't get into Australia anymore. Like, I could have applied for a temporary graduate visa last year, but I was very high on copium and I did not. So now I can't get a visa to work in Australia at all. Well, is it in the job scope or something when they gave you the job? Like what I'm doing is automated testing. So you know, we have a lot of UI tests for our mobile devices, and we're using Appium and I've forgotten the word. XC UI, no, fuck. UI Automator 2 and I've forgotten what the iOS one is, and then we're just automating. Oh hey, QA Automation Appium, my company uses that. Yeah, I know, you actually offered me a place in your company last year. What was I saying? But yeah, no, I wanted to use computer science solutions to solve. I mentioned it to you also, I think.
I wanted to use computer science too. Nah, no way I'm gonna recommend that shit place anymore. Oh. Yeah, I wanted to use one of the algorithms I learned during computer science to solve to solve a problem involving verifying if analytics events are firing the correct order. And it's like, sure, I've brought it up, but it's just forever at the bottom of the priority list because other things are more important. So it's like, okay, yeah, I guess I will never be able to do it. I need to find visual references. Like, it looks like Appa is more cream than beige. And then yeah, now I'm looking for work in Melbourne and Sydney, and one of the questions on all of the forms is, do you have the legal right to work in Australia? And Minilam has also confirmed that usually that question is the one that knocks out applicants. They all decided to take a class to do automation, have meetings, learn programs. In the end, they launched something which ended up taking their jobs away. Cancer. Wait. How large was your QA, and how many test cases did they have to automate, and how efficiently did they automate it? And also, how many new features is your company creating? It's like that's a lot of questions because like the QA in my company isn't dying yet, and automation is saving us, but at the same time, I vaguely remember you telling me that the QA team in that in your company is really large, and you guys wanted to automate the tests. Oh, this was maybe 3 years ago. QA works together with data science where they pull data, so QA processes back then was all manual. And sometimes those tiny test cases are missed and bugs are found in production. QA team was huge, around 12 to 15, and data science was maybe 8. Yeah, so my QA team is like 5. We have some redundancy, but not a lot. So yeah, I think I think there's the problem, which is you had a huge team that you know goes through all those tests, and once you have all those tests automated, but not enough new tests to maintain the supply of test cases, manual test cases. You've got less people needed, so there are tons of test cases as the app grows bigger and bigger, and test cases keep growing. Yep. So QA and DS came out with automation, which slowly took over the majority of the work. Yep. That sounds correct. Oh, I guess the other thing is that the QA in my company also develops other things. It's like not just automation, but we also build tools. So essentially in 2020 we had to downsize due to COVID. I think like 30% of QA was laid off, and data science quit because it was toxic work environment. Yeah, that sounds right. Oh, I found more yellow beads. Which I realized I should not put this on camera because it's a prescription bag, and there might be information on it that I don't want people to see on the prescription bag. But yeah, I somehow feel what you feel right now. What am I looking for? Oh, I'm looking for cream. It's not in. It's not gonna be there. Okay. I've got old cream and new cream. The problem with the old cream is that I can't replace it. The problem with the new cream is that it's very yellow. Well, yeah, it's actually very yellow. Is there a reason why you want to go back to Australia and study again? It's something familiar. Okay, so it's not exactly that I want to study again. It's that I want to work in Australia, I want to live in Australia. I don't want to deal with a lot of things that's in Singapore, including the culture and the humidity and it's counterintuitive, but quality of life in Singapore is so great that my quality of life in Singapore is not great. It's like I have cold storage 5 minutes walk away from me and another cold storage 15 minutes walk away from me if I want to be extra fancy. But because of that, like it used to be that I would spend 20 to 40 minutes walking to a supermarket on the weekends. And now it's like if I want to cook or if I'm able to cook, it's a very very short brisk walk. So I am getting fat. I have been getting fat. I am slowly losing weight again because I'm walking more for games again. But yeah, I am not physically healthy. I'm not mentally healthy, and it's like I went for counseling for a period of time because I'm not doing well emotionally at work, and eventually I came to the conclusion with my therapist, which is that the main source of my grief right now is that I miss being in Australia. I miss my friends in Australia, and my friends in Australia are closer to family for me than my actual family who I'm living with right now. So and it's like, okay, that's the source of the grief. There is no solution. like the whole thing with what listening to your pain and working through with your body to deal with the pain is for you to learn how to address them, and then the answer is it's impossible for me to address them while I'm here in Singapore. So yeah, I need to get my ass back into Australia for my sanity, and I can't. So I looked into like, yeah, that's relatable, yeah. So I looked into like you know how if companies in Singapore want to hire, they just need to get an employment pass for the employee, and then they'd be able to get their ass over here to work. Yeah, that's not the case in Australia. The only visa that a company can sponsor for hiring someone outside Australia is a temporary skills shortage visa, and there is a very low chance of a company being able to hire someone with a temporary skills shortage visa, simply because you actually need to get the government to approve it, and the government will always ask, why is it that you must hire this particular person and not hire someone in Australia and then train them up for the role? So yeah, so it's very likely that you know, getting a temporary skill shortage visa for me will fail, and companies, me and Lam already confirmed that companies are not willing to sponsor the visa. So The alternative to that doesn't involve studying is that I need to get a what's that? Skilled independent visa. But my chances of being hired with my chances of getting a skilled independent visa is also low. One, because I'm not in Australia, and also because my work experience is outside Australia. Yeah. Also, it costs $4,000. It costs $4,000 for the application for a skilled independent visa, and while I'm and for like a less than 33% chance of success. So it's like I could spend $4,000 for a less than 33% chance of success, or I could spend more than $50,000 for a student visa, and then while I'm there, I apply for the skilled independent visa, and also somehow find part-time work or someone willing to hire me as a part-time employee, experienced part-time employee, and also I forgot what I was about to say. Oh yeah, I could still apply for the skilled independent visa while I'm there, and that would have better chances. And alternatively, it's like if I finish the masters, I can apply for a temporary graduate visa, which then means that the company can hire me full time. Yeah, study visa to work visa sounds easier. Yeah, it is. It's just pay to win. It's fucking pay to win. You can spend you can dolphin with 4K for some gacha success, or you can pay to win with 50K, probably 60K, whatever. Yeah, more than that, especially considering rent. But yeah. Oh, I need a brown for the. Sorry, I was switching to mobile so I can cook, and here might have missed a bit. Wait, so the masters is 50K? No, the masters itself is 50K. The skilled independent or skilled nominated visa is 4K. The temporary graduate visa is 1.5K, I think. Like the masters itself is 50K, but then on top of that, I need to pay for insurance, and I also need to pay for the student visa, which thankfully is, I think, $600, not 600K. Yeah, $600 or $700. So it's just money. I'm just gonna be bleeding money. I'm saving money so I can bleed money, because I made a terrible life decision last year. I can use this because I only have this much of it. I can order more of this. And it's more fitting to the color as well. Oh, I have more of this. No, they're different colors. Oh, so yeah, really like gacha. Yep, pretty much. All this could have been avoided if I had just, or at least like it could have been severely reduced if, like, at least last year in like maybe October, I had applied for temporary graduate visa. Are you able to imagine your life in SG could change to be better? I cannot. Imaginative could be. I can be very imaginative, but I can see my life in SG being worse. And it's like okay, so the major mistake was last year in deciding to come back, right? The second mistake was when I realized that I didn't want to work in a company, and my friend was helping me, like, well, my friend was convincing me to stay. So like before she convinced me to stay, someone in like talent acquisition from a company in Australia had actually reached out to me in June last year. So if I had just replied him, and like if he had asked me, do you have a visa, then I could have like gone with I could have gone through with applying for my temporary graduate visa overseas variant. So I could have actually still gotten a temporary graduate visa by November last year. That would have lasted me 3 years. But yeah, I don't see my life improving here. Where's the brown? Wait, am I really out of browns? I am forked. Okay, cool. I'll probably use this, but this seems to be my only supply of that shade of brown left, so I need to order more. Which means that like I'll start on Appa today, and then I'll just never finish it. Ooh. Okay, it seems like an ad will start in 3 minutes, and I can snooze it. Well, I'm sure you'll get over this hurdle and get your butt to Australia. This will be one of those memories. Yeah, I've yeah, like I think the longer I spend here, the higher the odds of me unaliving myself. So that's that. It's like I have stuff that I've put aside. Essentially, the only reason why I haven't done it is because it's so troublesome. There's like it's got so many subtasks that you need to finish all the subtasks first, and then you can actually do it. And then it's the longer I'm here, the more chances of my mood plummeting to really bad states, and then that would be like the higher the chance of me finishing the things on that to-do list. Which option would you be leaning for? Master's then job? Okay, so ideally is if any of the companies I'm applying for eventually reach out to me with an interview, I could convince them to like, even if I can't get them to give me a visa, that like even if I can't convince them to give me a visa, I can maybe convince them to hire me part-time, so I could work. So it's like if I could get that guarantee from the company, then or if I'm lucky, I'll get an Australian job right away. Yeah, there's that too. So if I can get that guarantee, then I will get the master's course, and while working for them, you know. Yeah, I really can't find any. I can't find the right brown. It looks like I am out of it. Oh no! Wait, do I have it? Is there like another bag somewhere? Only potential downside is the job in Australia could be remote, but hey, if you're earning AUD, you can save quicker as well. Wait, why is that a downside? If it's remote, then actually I think the main downside realistically would be the Australian tax. Because the Australian tax is 31.2%. And since I'm not Australian, I don't get any tax reliefs. or maybe I'll need to learn how to file taxes properly. But yeah, welcome back from the ad break. Okay, wow, 31%, yeah. Remote as in you're an SG with an Australian job. If they're okay with that, then like maybe. Or if it's a company that's in Australia and Singapore, then potentially I could have them work the HR system somewhat until I can get my ass there. But like you know, if it's remote and then oh yeah, no. If I'm earning AUD, Australian dollars is actually lower than Singapore dollars right now. Australian dollars is, let me see. I actually have I had a Chrome plugin installed and then it's just not syncing for some reason. So it's always getting NA. But it looks like it's currently 1 Sing dollar is 1.15 something. 1.15 something. So whew. My mom was like, wow, if only this was the rate when you were a student. Australia and Singapore dollar is comparable, but it's possible Australia pays more dollars. Yeah, like in total Australia does pay more, but it's because of the tax. The tax is different. So the median salary, no, the average salary for a QA engineer is, if I remember correctly, 75k a year. That's the base pay. So that's not counting the superannuation, which is like our CPF. My tweezers. I spent half an hour just talking about. I spent half an hour not working on the actual art. Ah, my tweezers. What? Oh, that here. What did I not see? Oh. I think I'll start with the nose. So if I can get the nose as small as possible, it will give a point of reference for the rest of the head. Yes. I have the sad. Anyway. Is that off center? It looks like it's off center, but maybe it's the lighting. Sorry, you're playing a bit slow, cooking as well. Oh, yeah, no, it's fine. And yeah, that's the other thing. I miss cooking all my meals without like, what's that? Commentary. Without like. But yeah, I'm in a similar boat as you feeling wise, except mine isn't go overseas, but I need to earn about 1k SGD extra to survive kind of deal. Oh no. Wait, isn't that like 2.5k extra for you where in Malaysia? Where do you find someone willing to do that in Malaysia? Wait, why are there differences in how the lower face looks? Ah. Oh, that's not good. Okay, I can work with this. So yeah. Like I miss cooking for myself, and it was like my dad was like, oh, you get a very good life here, your mom cooks for you, and I'm like, no, that is the problem. I don't want my mom to cook for me. I want to cook my own meals without criticism, without her going like, oh, you should do this, it's much better, or we don't have that kind of equipment, but you can use this other thing that I don't want to because there's so much more uncertainty using it. Make about 8k ringgit now, take away around 6.8. But since COVID took on a ton of commitments in a family and you've been in deficit for 3 years now, oh no. Ah. Is like the rest of the family accounting for the cost? Sleeping is hard. You've had insomnia for nearly 4 years and waking up to banks calling you at 9 AM sharp is not fun. What the fuck? Why are they... What is... I have more questions. Did you have to like take on loans? Yeah, so I need almost 3k more just to break even. Oh yeah, loans. And also a brain surgery thing I had to do in December last year. I uh, are you okay? Sir? I'm fine, I survived, but the whole ordeal was also somewhat costly. I wanna say let me know if there's anything I can do to help, but but I feel like the answer to that is yes, please send money. Finding the reason to wake up and go on kind of deal. Oh, I'm not saying this not to make a comparison with you or anything, it's just saying relatable in terms of mindset. Yeah. Yeah. So I kind of did a thing. Like okay, so like my manager asked me every one-on-one. It's like, how are you feeling? And my answer is always tired. So he's gotten this sense of I'm always tired every day regardless of what I'm doing. And that's what I thought also. And then for a while people have been telling me that I need to rest more. I was like, just have a rest day in a week that I do nothing but nothing. Like just do nothing at all. I can sleep or I can just stare off into nothingness. Just no Twitch, no D&D prep, no work related stuff, just nothing. And then that's what I did. That's what I did last month. I took leave for one day just to rest. And it was like for that day that I was resting, it was like a weekend, it was great. I didn't feel terrible. I didn't feel like doing stuff on the forbidden to-do list. And then the next day when there was work, I just felt like no. So I told my manager, okay, cool. One day wasn't enough rest. In August I'll take 2 days leave consecutively to rest. And then that's what happened earlier this week, which was Monday and Tuesday I was on leave. Monday I just spent the whole day sleeping. Tuesday I was cooking with friends. It was Monday was very nice, there was nothing happening. Tuesday not so great because I had like 3 instances where I just my mind shifted to work. And the conclusion I've come to is that the source of my tiredness when I'm working is work. So it's like I'm not I'm not as fatigued all the time when I'm not thinking about work. My colleagues and family tell me that sadly that would be worse for me personally. I have an overactive mind and if I'm not doing something, my mind goes to pretty dark areas on its own. Yeah, I get that also. My problem with the dark areas of the mind is that that happens if I'm alone. And you know, parents are not the kind of people that you can just hang around and chill with because they feel awkward and then they'll start conversations and the conversations will not be in areas that you feel comfortable talking about. So yeah, I don't have mental health friends that I can just chill in silence with. And it's like if I don't have those friends around, those people around, then the intrusive thoughts gets more voice. You need a break for physical recruit, but it comes with its downsides. Yeah. But yeah, so what was I saying? Oh yes. So even if it's like I'm working from home, and then if I'm at my desk working, I feel like shit. But if I go to the toilet to take a break to just take a dump, I'm not tired. You have that relationship with parents that always try to fix and help when they want when what I want to do is forget. No, even the trying to fix and help is also a problem, I think. Because it's like they will try to fix it and help in ways that they think will fix and help. And no one has for some reason people just assume you haven't tried the things that they're trying to suggest. So then they'll take it as you're not being very open to help or like it's somehow your fault that their help isn't helping. Is my problem. It's like, oh, all these people want to help but they're not helping. They're making things worse. They're making things worse because I already know the end result of this conversation. The end result is I'm a bad person. I'm a bad person because you can't understand that I've already gone through the thought process, the full thought process that you're having right now. What am I looking for? Oh, I was looking for the dark grey. So I can keep the one that I found just now. My outlet for years was drinking. Yeah, negative all around. But when I drink, I forget about how I feel and my mind goes into a happy place. But alcohol isn't cheap as well, so recently I can't even drink. Yeah, alcohol doesn't do that for me. I think I mentioned to you before, alcohol doesn't, I don't get the high or the buzz that people get from alcohol. Coming back to your psychiatrist, she said the same to me, to fix your shit, but a more friendly way. Yeah. Yeah, my psychiatrist essentially came to the same conclusion as me, that when there's nothing you can do about your situation, you'll just need to self-soothe. And at the same time, it was also when I realized that no one really cares. Like, people say they care about your mental health, and especially people at work, they'll say, oh yeah, it's important that you take care of your mental health. Don't suppress your emotions. But at the same time, we need you to be able to deliver we need you to be able to deliver. So if you could like maybe take one day off to magically fix your brain and come back the next day, fully rejuvenated, ready to work, that would be great. Yes. Please fix your depression within one day of rest. Thanks. I think the only thing like, well, they care, but I think most won't go that deep for you to actually understand, especially your job people. Yeah. I think the only benefit, like barely a benefit thing that I've noted from the whole feel your emotions, don't suppress them, is that if I felt my emotions long enough, I would actually medically qualify to be counted as depressed. But I don't have time to be depressed, so I don't have time to be depressed, and also I've been told that I need to be more professional at work, so suppressing it is. I can leave feeling emotions for when the people around me are okay with feeling emotions. Mom. The only good thing is it sounds like we already know how to fix it, but it's just the process of getting there. We don't really need others to tell us something else since it's been in our heads for a long time. Well, I have more acute depression apparently. That's what the doc said back then. Would love to try beta blockers one day. Yeah. So in Singapore, whenever like I've been to doctors in the past for whatever the fuck I have, and then they always say that I have adjustment disorder, which is a temporary condition. It usually eventually goes away, and I've come to realize that the reason why, like the only difference between adjustment disorder and depression is the adjustment disorder is like a few weeks or a few days long, and depression is a few months long. So the only reason why I don't count for depression is because I don't have the patience for it. I don't have the patience to be depressed for 3 months. I'm like, oh, 1 week of this, no thanks. I'm just gonna change something in my personality or my mindset or goals to deal with this. If people find that there is a strange or gradual change in my personality, that's the problem. Hey dog, just because I can handle it well doesn't mean it's not it. How? What? I guess it needs to be this tall. Like, just that much. Oh my god, not this. Not the Drake, please. Can I have, what is... Funk Fiction. You don't know what happens to me when my brain funks up. Is this a trap question? What happened? Okay, can you explain what funks up is? It's kind of weird, to be honest. Uh. How do I make it? Oh, okay. Guess I'll have to do the hair before I do the eyes. I mean, the reason I needed surgery in the first... Oh! Things like side effects to your condition. Let me think. Can I ask where the surgery is? Which part of the skull, or actually which specific region of the brain? Not me trying to actually make use of my science bachelor's degree in casual conversation. I actually did that. I did that earlier when I met up with someone new. I met up with someone new this week, and then we were talking about genetics testing, and then I was actually explaining how gene testing works and why they're able to come up with the weird abstract claims like, oh yes, if you have this gene, you are more likely to absorb sugar. Right back side, about 2 inches away from your right earlobe. Wait, I need a brain. I need a brain. Human brain regions. The only thing I can think of is that's near the brain is the near the right back side is fuck. Okay, wait, this is the back. This is the sides, temporal lobe, so your sense of time, it fucks up your sense of time. Does it also fuck up your balance and some spatial or your ability to navigate? Put your finger in your right ear hole at a 45-degree angle, meaning top left. And move about 4 inches. I don't know how to inches my ear. Nah, those conditions that sound normal. Mine's weirder. Do you see music? Do you hallucinate? I give up. What is the answer? You want the answer? So far you've guessed wrongly. Yeah, I don't know exactly which part of the brain's affected, so I don't have a very good guess. Oh my god, how many ads do I have? Somehow I'm more annoyed about the ads on my channel than people are, I guess. No, I think most people are pretty annoyed with the ads. Well, hey, hello Christy, welcome, welcome. What's next? Okay, I've outlined where the hair is, so I need to put down the eyes. And the eyes for a flying bison is confusing. It's like the more I look at the eyes, the more uncomfortable they make me. Actually, could I get away with not putting eyes? Like you know, the hair is covering the eyes, you know, so like I could just you know, fill it in. How am I? I'm not great. White Rain and I were just talking about how not great we both were. When it happens, it's rare. I go into autopilot mode, I'm moving and doing stuff, yet when I wake up, I have absolutely no memory of what I did. Sometimes it happens for a minute, but the longest was nearly 3 hours. I was driving during the 3-hour one and I ended up in a hotel which you've never been in before. I have myself in that condition once on CCTV. I look normal, but I'm not doing normal things. Sir? Considering you're in Malaysia, did anyone immediately think you were possessed? Because that sounds like a hantu problem. Also, Christy, I told you before, please don't. I make these because I want to make them. It's not a you asked me to do it. Like Bison didn't ask me to make this for him. I was thinking of what to make for him as payment for something else. Okay, the hair would need to be lower for me to just justify not making eyes. But at the same time, I don't have enough pixels to put in eyes, and the eyes are weird. Yeah, I'm just gonna take this as the... Yep, that's his head. The only tuft of hair that isn't completely downwards is here, and the eyes are unfortunately not there. Just looking at. Do you give Jiuma? Yeah. Jiu has his magnet already. When he got it, the first thing he said was, "Wow, it's bigger than I expected." Okay. The thing is, this is gonna be the first layer, right? It's not going to have the horns. It's just going to have the face with the arrow. I just realized that, oh, hey, the magnet is actually a lot smaller than I was worried about it being. So this is good. Okay, now I just need to guesstimate where the arrow starts, and then I'll have a new problem, which is the shape of the arrow. I am having a headache right now. But there was once I conked out for 5 minutes or so. I was at work writing a function to handle X and Y, and you wrote it 5 to 6 times in a row in 5 minutes, which was weird. So it's like you had a loop function in your head. Or it was just repeating the task 5 to 6 times. I want to say that I feel like this has happened to me before, but it has not happened regularly enough for me to be worried about that to the same degree as you. And it's like, I remember being worried about it for the moment that I blacked out, not remembering something, and then my buddy, it was during NS. It was really just my platoon mate returning something to me. I put it into my pocket, apparently, and then went on to do whatever I was doing, and I just completely forgot those few seconds of him returning it to me and me putting it in my pocket. So when I asked for it back, he was like, "Are you okay? I already returned it to you. It's in your pocket." I reached in my pocket and it was there. I was like, Wait, where's the brown? Oh, there it is. A31. I need to order more of this brown. It has to be at least one line above the edge. So probably either here or here. I'll start with here first, and if it looks too far away, or if there's not enough room for the arrow, then I'll put it lower. Stretches all the way to the eye, so yes, that would be the length of the arrow. Wait, so now I have a new question, White Rain. Was it a tumor or was it something else? Like, I'm assuming tumor, but if they did a biopsy and they couldn't find a tumor, then what does one do? Shit, my headache's getting worse. I think possibly I might not play Undertale after this. I might stop after this because headache bad. but we'll see. I'm definitely getting more and more tired. Like more and more. I can't keep talking. Oh, I went to get myself checked. I asked the front desk. I want to do a brain scan for cancer. Well, yep. I guess that will work. Did they find it? Oh, it's got little ears on the side. I don't know if I can draw the little ears. Or maybe if I draw the ears, they will be on the lower... No, they have to be part of the front layer. Why are the Appa ears so cute? My goodness. Okay, you know what? Yo and yo. And I'll draw the ears in a bit. But no, it wasn't. So what happened was I had a vein and artery fused together. It doesn't happen randomly, so it was probably some head trauma, which I have no idea when, because I haven't hit my head hard for many years. So what sometimes happens is they kind of backflow and block each other, and parts of my brain doesn't get blood and shuts down. So it's kind of like a stroke, but also not a stroke. Okay. 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 That sounds like it creates more questions than... Wait, what? It sounds like it creates more questions, but also I'm having a new problem, which is this? Is this the color I took out? Am I... What? Okay, it looks like that's the color I took out, but it looks the same. Okay, it looks very faintly different. That honestly gives me more questions than it answers, so let's take this back, and we'll put this here. So the only long-term damage I have, if you divide your brain into 4 parts looking from above, the right back quarter is 51% less active than the rest, probably from neuron damage from the blood. But thankfully the brain is capable of something like functional compensation, where the rest of the brain picks up the job of the damaged parts. Same reasons why memory loss can come back. Yeah, I do know of that, yes. That's so sus. It definitely sounds like one of those hello create. How is create? We were just talking about the stuff that ails us. So I'm probably fine for the rest of my life if I'm lucky that the vein and artery aren't on the surface. So they technically didn't touch my brain, I guess. That confuses me even more, because there aren't blood vessels in the brain. But I can kind of... Okay, it looks like Appa, the bison does have like a little cheek area here, so I could put in like a little cheek on the second layer, and that would round out this area, so this area here doesn't look so empty. I see air bison references. Yes, I am making an air bison. Yeah, I have no idea of the real specifics since I had two doctors talking it over. I only know they cut a 1-inch round hole, separated the two, then closed me back. And I barely have a scar, which is nice. Well, I mean, you know, some people find find scars attractive. So but yeah, great. I'm thinking whether I should do the second layer within this stream or to stop, because I am having a bit of a headache and I am tired. It's like, on one hand, the head feels incomplete. On the other hand, self-care. And I don't think my throat can take any more of voice acting for a bit, so I definitely won't be doing Undertale today. Probably better to get rest, I guess, yes. Okay, then I am almost done with this layer. This will probably be... It'll probably be 5 layers, I think. Let me count. The head, the second part of the head, the front of the legs can be used to the second part of the head, yes. But I'm thinking the front of the legs and the arch of the back should be its own layer, and the paws of the legs and then the tail, so that would be 5 layers, which means 5 streams, yay! This will probably take another 5 weeks, or less than 5 weeks if I do the second layer tomorrow. And I still haven't... My to-do list is so long. This is like, I still haven't gotten around to finishing the rules for the open community campaign, D&D campaign. But result will probably look quite nice. I hope so. I hope so. Although if I do mess up, what I usually do is that that bottom right 3D rendition of this bison, I'm not a fan. Yeah, it looks very sad. It looks very dirty. Here you can have a standing Appa instead. He looks unimpressed. I forgot what I was saying. Oh yeah. White Rain, did you know that Asana now has a free version of their service? It's like 2 years ago I wanted to use Asana for my final year project, and I was like, they have no free services, and now they have it free. So I've set up Asana for me to just manage my projects, my recipes. Asana, what's that? Do you know what Jira is? Or Fabricator? I think most people use Jira, right? Oh nice, track all your stuff in one place. Yes. So now I have all the things I need to do on Asana. You're very familiar with Jira, yeah. Asana is like Jira, but the UI is prettier and cleaner. And every now and then when you complete a task on Asana, you get a little unicorn flying across the screen. It's so cute. I got a little otter flying across my screen today. It was holding a heart. Remember to set up your deadlines, etc. Also, I don't have deadlines set up on it, but I have them arranged by priorities. The funny thing is, I got the idea to do that from Honeyberry, and the reason was because Honeyberry also needed a Kanban board for her to prioritize her art. So she's been saying for a really long time that she wants to prioritize doing one of the emotes I requested from her, and she just hasn't been doing it. So when I talked about Asana, she was like, okay, you know what? If you invite me to the project, then the emote you asked for will happen sooner. Ooh, I might need to try Asana. I have trouble doing some personal tasks. I have a pen and paper for that, but if I don't look at it, it doesn't exist. Using it at work. Yes, I just have an Asana project that doesn't look like anything else that we use at work. But it's Asana, so they're not gonna know that I'm not doing work, right? Okay, baking paper and iron. Oh no, where's the iron? Oh shit, my arm is actually getting worse. Okay, yes, I definitely need to end stream after this because headache and arm pain. Arm pain because I went to get vaccinated today. Yes. But I'm one that usually sets up the task and shoots it to others with deadlines. Oh, so I do create tasks for work. But it's like because we're all not each other bosses. What we do is we create a task and then someone can pick it off the backlog to do. Oh my god, I'm downloading Asana, but there's another called Habitica. You add and complete your task, so it's like an RPG. Oh yeah, I saw that. You collect pets that grows and you get gear and coins. I saw that. I got a recommendation for that. It's so tempting. Where's my baking paper? You can program your Asana to track each task and you complete it and it gives you points. Oh my god, if you do 10% of the work, it shows how much damage you did to the bosses. Walker. Yeah, I saw that because around that time I was getting Facebook memes for someone dealing with their work, with their household chores by just putting points on them, and then if they finish a task with more points, it deals more damage to bosses. Then you can use those points to justify getting stuff for yourself as a small reward. Oh, but yes, Asana Asana has you can do CI integrations and all that. Feels wrong saying CI integrations. It's like saying Anghe River or Bukit Timah Hill. But yeah, you can like like doing integrations with other services is KPI and OKR as well. No, please, I'm not running a company. I'm just doing stuff. I'm just putting all my art backlog on it so I can clear them. But yeah, being able to develop and customize is available on the free version. So that's cool, I think. It's like, oh hey, that's literally everything I need. Sure, I can't change the priority terms to more than just low, medium, and high, but and I don't have custom fields, but I can work around not having custom fields by just creating more projects, you know? Oh, I want a custom field for food or art or stream. I can't have a custom field, it's fine. I just have an entire project for art. Viewers vote on the punishment? Wait, what's the fail? Oh, if you fail your task, you get punished. Nani? That sounds cool. You know, when I see punished in quotation marks, all I can think of is this a kink thing? Because my friend was telling me about how her dom gave her a punishment that was individually plucking the hair off her legs. And I was like, no, please, no. Ma'am, it can be something fun like getting spanked or something productive like 25 push-ups. Her what? Her dom. Okay. I just randomly waiting around with nothing changing on my screen. I have a backlog of miniatures to paint for D&D. Oh no. But create. But you see, as long as you don't paint them, they don't die. Right? That's the curse, right? The moment you finish painting a miniature, it'll probably die in combat the next session. So what you're really doing is you're saving them from death. It's okay. Because they are already dead. Oh no. Well, I guess if they're already dead and not in use, then there's no priority to paint. They are from older versions of Adventurers League. I haven't played Adventurers League in a while, so I've forgotten like what's the. I need to steal ideas from Adventurers League for like how downtime and renown and rewards are distributed. And it's just, you know what, I'll do that later, like after this I will do, so unless I port them over to the latest ones, they are dead. Yeah, after this I'll do my Genshin dailies, and then I will start researching more on how Adventurers League's downtime and renown and gold is distributed. Ta-da! Behold, first layer. Do I do this as 5 layers or 6 layers? 6 layers would mean that I would need to use 2 magnets just to make up for the thickness. But 6 layers would also give me some... no. I am having design problems regarding the tail, is what the problem is. Unless I make the tail... No. I could make the tail a separate magnet, and then it'll be up to Bison whether or not he wants it to have it upwards or downwards. Yes, but it won't be very pretty. Oh, thanks for the subscription, White Rain. Wait, how many? Does it say how many times you've been subscribed? Wherever I can help with the Australia trip. AL Magic gets duped and everyone gets one. I think AL Magic items is everyone gets access to it, but you need to spend, is it downtime or renown to get the magic item? You dismissed it too quickly, you didn't see. So no need anymore. Wow, okay. Well, I am going to... Well, I'm gonna keep that old ruling just so that I don't want everyone to have access to whatever magic items is available. But yeah, no, White Rain, the reason why I asked is because oh, actually, let me see. If we hover over your badge, we can see, right? Oh, it's your first month subscribing. Okay. Wait, no, that's a 1 month subscriber badge, so you might have gotten it before. Rod of Power and Staff of the Magi. Okay, so anyway, the context is because if you've subbed for 3 months, or if you've gifted, I'm doing this thing where like I'm rewarding subbers and sub gifters with like if you sub for 3 months, if you sub for 3 months or a multiple of 3 months, or if you've gifted a multiple of 3 months, you get to create a custom spell, and the custom spell will be added to future campaigns. You think you subbed before, but it must have been a long time ago. Don't get to catch my streams very often. Today is very good timing. Let me test it for you. Wait, what did you just do? I see you have a sub badge. Oh yeah, yours says 4 months. Hey, create. Would you like to create a custom spell? Spells, what's the spells for? The D&D? Yeah. So the spells would be for D&D, and so yes, you've subscribed for 4 months, which means I owe you 1 custom spell. You may not want me to let me do this. Okay. So the thing is that you don't have the superpower of creating the entire spell. But I will. Oh man, so spell is so is spell to remove all clothes allowed? No, it's not. But so okay. So the context is that in D&D in 5th edition, AL legal spell modified. Okay, sorry, let me finish. So in D&D 5th edition is that there are some mages, famous mages, that when they create spells, they'll name the spell after themselves. So there's spells like Jim's Magic Missile, Tasha's Hideous Laughter, Mordenkainen's Magnificent Mansion, and the general format for it is the spell creator's name, an adjective, and a noun. So spell to remove all clothes is whoa, so it's possible to have white rain, yes. Yes, it's possible to have white rain as a spell. And then you tell me what level of the spell you want, and if you have a vague description, you can give me a vague description, and I will create the spell on D&D Beyond, and it will be imported into future D&D games. That is the idea. So it's like, even if you're not playing the D&D games, which you can, by the way, in future, even if you're not playing the game, someone could potentially be using a spell with your name in it. I can create it on D&D Beyond and send it to you also. I guess. Wait, hang on. Tell me what kind of spell are you planning to create?
Since I have the sub and rule books there, blob sweat. You could. A very rare one that is AL legal. I don't see many using. It's fantastic. Create a cloud above the target character and it rains down a sticky liquid that has a 20% chance to bind the user to the ground. Does 0 damage but makes the target blush. Oh my. Oh my. It does sound like a difficult terrain spell, so that is one crazy CC spell. Man, I can't say no to something sus sometimes. Okay, that's where's my... Actually, if I have Genki on, shouldn't it capture my screen? Where is my shadow cast? Like some variation of spike growth, yeah. There's also is it Earth Tremor or something like that? I can't remember. Okay. White Rain. How many what's that? What's the word? I want to ask spell level, but you don't know what spell levels are. So how accessible do you want that spell to be? Like, who is this? Is like one of those MTG cards. There's a huge weird description. Wait, I haven't subbed for 3 months yet. Oh, right, I forgot. Do create. So create what? I get the sense that create wants to just create the spell and then send it to me. Which I'm kind of on the fence about. Shadow of Moil. I do not. Where's my Genki? Why is it not capturing? Why is it not capturing my Genki arcade? Is my Genki not on? It is on. It's just not. Oh, there we go. It's my favorite spell that all my bard mains would steal. Oh, this should not be. It's just. Oh my gosh. Okay, let's minimize this. Let's close this and hope that no one messages me. Minimize this, full screen this, and then I think I need to check why is my... Maybe I need to pull out and plug it in again. Speaking of D&D, anyone play Baldur's Gate 3? It's so amazing. So I haven't bought Baldur's Gate yet. And my plan for Baldur's Gate 3 is if Honeyberry ever buys Baldur's Gate, then I'll buy Baldur's Gate as well, and then we'll play it in co-op mode. Do you want to co-op? Yeah. I want to find people to co-op with for Baldur's Gate. You plan to buy? Well, we could all wait for Baldur's Gate 3 to go on Steam sale together, and then we'll just buy it together and start streaming together, you know? But I don't want to co-op with my table players. Their co-op implementation is really great. It's really drop in and drop out. Yeah, I like the fact that you can have one player talking to an NPC and another player is just robbing them blind. Shadow of... Wait. So if one day someone abandons the game, you can pass that character to someone else or yourself and it can continue. Oh. Cool. I've lost the message that Create sent. Shadow of Moil. Wait, so Create, is it that you want Shadow of Moil, or do you want like a modification of Shadow of Moil that's named after you? Oh, you already have it named. What exactly does this spell do? Something like shadows read your body until the spell ends, causing you to be heavily obscured to others. Shadows turn dim light into darkness and bright light into dim light. Until the spell ends, you have resistance to radiant damage. In addition, whenever a creature within 10 feet of you hits you with an attack, the shadows lash out. Ooh. It looks fun. And it's a warlock spell, but yes, because it's a customized one, you can decide who else gets that spell. With minor changes, hence my butt steals it. Okay. How about you tell me what the name of the spell is first, and then I will trust you to not make it overpowered, I guess. But I don't want to set a bad precedent where people can be like, but you let this person create their own spell because someone has ever given me a homebrew character class and it's just not great. But yeah, flavor change, yes. You can flavor change and add it to spell list as well. So like if thematically it fits a bard and also a sorcerer, you can add it to those as well. And yeah. Oh shit, the spell costs gold. Okay. You can remove the gold requirement if you increase the level, I guess. That's my only way of thinking of how to deal with the gold requirement. Encased in a gem, an undead eyeball encased in a gem worth at least 150 gold. Oh, okay, so it doesn't consume it. It just it's one of those things that you need to always have that. You need to have them. Okay. I'm gonna shower. I'll be back. If you're still on, I think I'll probably end soon. I will trust Create with creating that spell. But it still needs to be in the format of creates adjective noun. If we sub for a year, we can add an NPC character. In that case, it was nice catching up with you, Obsters. It was nice catching up with you too, White Rain. Oh, by the way, create there is also a sub reward for multiples of 8. If you have multiples of 8 or you give multiples of 8, it's you can create a wondrous item. Mwahahaha. If you sub, let me think. I'll think about the NPC one. I think for the NPC it could actually be much lower. It doesn't need to be a year. It can be like if you want to create an NPC. If you want to, I think if you want to create an NPC or if you want to flood my world with NPCs, you can just send them my way and I'll decide whether or not I want to put them anywhere. The thing is that it's not exactly one world, it's multiple worlds because of the way the game centers around the inn that the the players of Wild Beyond the Witchlight inherited. So yeah, it's kind of a multiverse, not really, but it's more episodic, and it goes, the stories are wherever the stories are set. Yes. Yeah. I get, yeah, so if you want to flood my world with NPCs that you have, you can send them to me, and I may or may not even just create a story that centers around all of them. Can send you some character sheets on Beyond. Yeah, you can. And yes, I think I will start ending. Up to you if you want to use them. Yes, thank you. Who to raid? Who's online? My head hurts. Let's see. What do people feel like watching? Okay. I have three people playing, 4 people playing Baldur's Gate 3, if you guys want to watch that. Oh, I've never raided Wish before. I could raid Wish instead, and she looks like she's doing art, but she's also just chatting. You watch BG3 when I play? Okay, then we'll raid Wish. She's mostly chatting with people in her chat. Wish is Singaporean, I think. Yes, I mean, she is. But I haven't raided her, and I feel like I've met her, but I'm not sure if I'm confusing her with someone else. But yes, let's go raid Wish. Slash raid wishing star. And then this is the raid message if you have a sub, and this is the raid message if you don't have a sub. Also, alternative sub raid message is this, and alternative raid message is this. So yes, thank you all for hanging out and chit-chatting. Okay, that is annoying, but it's still mild lah. I would say that it's still mild. It's just annoying. That's all. Yes, let's go raid Wish, send her your love, and I forgot what else to say. But yes, let's go. I need to rest. Okay, let's go. Bye everyone. Thanks for hanging out. Oh no. Oh no. I didn't notice the typo. Fuck. Fuck. There, we copy this one.